7:45. Thor's here for your Friday.
Pop it up, people.
Oh, you posted that. That's what we used to call that in radio.
Did not plan that.
Well done. Okay, so we've got 2 movies to review.
I tell ya. Yes, I am fired up again. It's a great time for movies, and we're talking the first one today, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. The title is a mouthful. One of the finest films of the year, I have to say. And this is coming off last week's 5-star review, 5-hammer review of Lady Bird. So this is Frances McDormand in a career-topping role. She stars as a woman seeking retribution with the local authorities in her town after her daughter is murdered. And Woody Harrelson plays the local sheriff.
Woody.
Yeah, take a look.
I'm doing everything I can to track him down. I don't think those billboards is very fair.
The time it took you to get out here whining like a Willoughby, some other poor girl's probably out there being butchered right now. But I'm glad you got your priorities straight. I'll say that for you.
This is just a brilliant, perfect film from the start to the finish. The pacing, the script, the performances are absolutely stunning, and the direction is impeccable. It was done by Martin McDonagh, who gave us In Bruges and 7 Psychopaths. I expect major Oscar buzz for Frances McDormand. Not only her, but Sam Rockwell, who you see here, gives out the best performance of his career as well. And I always talk about character arcs on this segment, about how it kind of lacks sometimes in movies where the characters are very thin, they're not developed. Sam Rockwell's character in this movie has an amazing arc. It is so satisfying. He plays this racist police officer, but he has an amazing emotional journey. It's just got everything you want from a dark comedy.
That character arc thing you're talking about can especially happen with the sub-supporting characters. Often the writer kind of forgets about them.
Well, and that's the thing, and he doesn't overshadow Frances in the lead here. It's got an amazing ensemble cast. Peter Dinklage, you see here, John Hawkes, who was great in Deadwood. They all work so well together, and it just seems so effortless. So a brilliantly executed movie, and it was so well thought out, and it's darkly comic, but it's also this heart-wrenching gut punch, and it's already ranking among my top 5 of the year. Sheer perfection, I have to say. Do not miss Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
How many hammers?
5 out of 5.
Oh, nice. I would have been in just purely based on the casting choices, but with 5 hammers, there we go.
Exceptional film.
All right, on the lighter side of things,
yeah,
Coco?
So families now, we're talking Pixar. This is their 19th feature. Can you believe that? And it's a lovely story of the afterlife, if you can believe it. And it's a love letter to Mexican heritage. Stars a young boy who travels to the land of the dead to learn about his family history and uncover some secrets. Voiced by newcomer Anthony Gonzalez, Gael Garcia Bernal, and Benjamin Bratt. Doesn't rank with one of their best, I have to say. The story was very serviceable, even though it was a nice tribute to Mexican heritage. There's no real tension or surprise, though. It kind of just goes from point A to point B. And not all the characters were that endearing, but it's dazzling to look at. You can see the visuals here, beautifully rendered, and it's got a really heartfelt message about remembering those that we've lost. It opens the doorway to talk about kids, to talk to kids about death and things like that.
Isn't that amazing what a lot of cartoons are doing now? They are conversation starters.
Very accessible. And also that adage of following your dreams. So it's all there. Wasn't one of their finest, I have to say. I had a couple of issues with it, but it's going to make a lot of bank at the box office and should be very satisfying for the family crowd.
All right. How many hammers for Coco?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I always feel so disappointed for you when it's 3 or less, because you go and see a lot of movies, right?
The 3 is still a recommendation. It's just not quite 4 level. You know what I'm saying?
All right.